Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video we have another Empties. If you are new here, my name is Natalie. I post 2 to 3 videos a week all about makeup and beauty. If you like what you see here today, I hope you will consider subscribing before you leave, but why don't we get started? I hadn't realised until I looked at when my last Empties video was that I am long overdue. My last Empties was actually back in June. Every time I've added to this little basket, I didn't feel like there was enough items to go over in a video like I normally would. But now I've pulled it out and realised, yeah, okay, it's pretty full. And then I see that I haven't done one since June, that I've realised I am quite overdue. So thought I would do that today. So this is going to be a random mix of everything. We've got kind of sheet masks, hair care, skincare, a bit of makeup, deodorant, things like that. So why don't we get started? First thing on top here is a shampoo. This is from John Frieda and is the Frizzy's Brazilian Sleek Frizz Immunity Shampoo. This, I believe, is a relatively recent release because I think that's why I ended up buying it, because I've seen an advert for it, possibly on YouTube or Instagram or something, and it's actually a pretty good shampoo. I do suffer really badly from frizzy hair. I do always have to straighten my hair. It doesn't always work, it doesn't always stay straight, but that's just the style of hair that I've grown used to over the years. But I feel like this product did genuinely help. I have tried a lot of John Frieda Frizzy's products over the years, and I feel like this is the first one that has actually done something to my hair. I've had the sprays in the past and they've been okay, the leave-in conditioners and things. I've tried the normal Frizzy's shampoo and that just didn't really do anything to my hair, so I was quite impressed that this actually did something. I didn't go so far as to get the Brazilian sleek look, but I do feel like it did help tame the frizz in some way. This was nice and I would possibly consider repurchasing it in the future, just not for the time being. Then we have a deodorant, nothing exciting here. This is from Shaw. This is the Bright Bouquet 48 hour with fruity scent of strawberries and apricot, and it is an antiperspirant. I've been using the same deodorant now for about 5 or so years, and that was the Nivea Pearl deodorant. But I feel like the last bottle of that I got, the scent was slightly different, and I also feel like it wasn't as effective. I felt like I was getting a bit more kind of sweaty from it. So I seen this in, I think, my supermarket when I went to do my weekly shop, so I thought I would give this a go, and I ended up really liking it. So I think this is a product that I definitely would repurchase. I do believe that I got the current Shaw deodorant that I'm using from might have been a Lasered in Beauty subscription box. It is the blue one. So once I work my way through that, I think I did prefer the scent of this one, so I probably will repurchase this one again. What more can you say about a deodorant? Then we have a shower gel. This is from Imperial Leather. This is the Foam Burst Ultimate Moisture 3-day long-lasting moisturisation. If you've seen any of my past Empties videos, there is always some form of Imperial Leather Foam Burst. In the more recent Empties, it has been this variation. In the past, it was just always the normal Foam Burst. I think I've been using Foam Burst shower gel for about 10 years or more at this point. I do get other shower gels in kind of gift sets at Christmas and in subscription boxes and things like that, and whilst I like them, I always go back to the Foam Burst. So this is just my favourite shower gel, and this extra moisture one is great because it also means I don't need to go for the extra step of moisturising in the shower because this one is sufficient. I have multiple ones of these in backups. I also have the green scent to try, which I haven't tried yet, so I'm going to keep repurchasing these until they discontinue them. Next we have another shampoo. This is from Avon, and this is the Advanced Techniques shampoo with Moroccan argan oil. This is a shampoo that I have gone through quite a few bottles of in the past. It's kind of one that whenever Avon comes around I will pick up a couple of bottles of it, but because Avon doesn't seem to be as regular as it used to be when I was younger. My mum had the same Avon lady come to her house for years, but then when she stopped doing it, it was only every so often another Avon lady would appear. She'd take a few orders from my mum and then she'd disappear as well, so it's not very often I can get a hold of this, but it is a really nice shampoo. I do feel that Moroccan argan oil is an ingredient that my hair seems to love, so this is quite good at taming the frizz. It's not absolutely perfect because, like I say, I've still not yet found the perfect shampoo, but this one does a really good job. I do think I have one more of these in backup, but I have got a couple of new shampoos I want to try first before I go back to this one. Then we have a conditioner that I finished. This is from Amika. This is the Velveteen Dream Smoothing Conditioner. This is obviously just a kind of travel size mini that I think I might have added to the basket on Beauty Bay or something when I was looking for free shipping because I wanted to give it a try. I do love the Amika dry shampoo, and I'd wanted to try more from the brand, but it's not a cheap brand. I think even just this size product was about £9 or something. But for me with conditioner, I don't go through an awful lot of it, so I knew I would get quite a bit of use out of it. This is a really effective conditioner, and I do notice a difference when I use this in my hair. With this only being 60ml of product, I did kind of ration myself with this, and it became my special occasion conditioner. But I did end up using it quite a few times and then relying on it. So this is a product I have already gone on to repurchase, and I'm currently using it in my shower, and it is a fantastic conditioner. The full size of this, I believe, is about £20, which is quite pricey. But the size of the bottle that I got, it is going to last me a long time because I don't need much of this product at all to notice the effects from it. I have a few sachets in here which will have been part of my Feel Unique pick and mix samples. I do monthly unboxings of them on my channel. Sometimes the samples don't always end up in here once I finish with them, or sometimes forget and stick them straight in the bin, but I'll try and gather all of those up and go through those quickly next, in case you have already seen my review videos and know my thoughts. This is a moisturiser from the brand Vichy. This is the Lift Active Supreme SPF 30. I think I quite like this product for the fact that I've kind of drained every last drop out of here. I think I did like it, but it wasn't that memorable because I really can't remember. Put it this way, I've not gone on to purchase a full size, so it can't have been that good, or I've not thought about purchasing a full size. So yeah, this is one that I've already forgotten about. And we have this Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. This is 24-hour daily lightweight hydrating formula for healthy looking skin with glacial glycoprotein. I do remember really liking this product. I think it was quite a pricey product to purchase the full size of, but I did definitely consider it. I use this as a day cream, and I do have quite a few day creams in my collection to go through, and I'm terrible at remembering to apply day cream. 99% of my skincare routine gets done at night. I keep buying day creams, or I've got them in subscription boxes and things, but I just always forget to use them because usually I'm applying makeup on, I'm going out the door, I'm not thinking about skincare. So I do remember really liking this one, and it is one I would potentially purchase in the future, but I just haven't got around to it yet or found the actual need for it. Then I have this eye cream from Rodial, or Rodial, however you say it. This is the Vitamin C Eye Souffle. I think I did quite enjoy this one because it was nice and lightweight under the eyes, as the name souffle would lead you to believe. Don't think I was the biggest fan of the scent of this one because it is quite fragranced, and I do think it was a really expensive product to purchase the full size of, so I think it was nice. I didn't notice much from it, so this isn't one I'd repurchase. Then I had this one from Eve Lom. This is the Intensive Night Cream. I think this might have been in the same month as the Rodial one, and I don't think I love this one either. I think that might also have been down to the scent. There wasn't an awful lot of product in here, and I couldn't really notice any long-term effects from it. I think it was just okay, but I don't think I loved it, and it isn't one I'd repurchase. Then we have this Indie Lee Active Oil-Free Moisturiser. This still has a little bit of product in here, and I don't think I like this one at all, so that I didn't end up completely finishing it. This might be another one that it was down to the scent. I think this one kind of turned my stomach with the scent of it, but I did give it a good go. It says it's to hydrate and protect, but yeah, I don't think I like this one at all. Then we had this one in from Grown Alchemist. This is the Age Repair Moisturiser, Phytopeptide with white tea extract. Another one that I don't think I enjoyed. I think this one might have been in the same month as the one from Indie Lee. I don't think I like the scent of this one or the consistency, so it wasn't a great product, and obviously I wouldn't go on to purchase it. Then we have this one from Juice Beauty. This is the Green Apple Age Defy Moisturiser. I do remember quite liking this one. I don't think it was anything fantastic because it was only a small sample. I didn't notice any age defying from it, but I think I did like the scent of this one because it had quite faint apple scent to it, and I think I remember it making my skin feel nice and fresh. Not enough that I'd go on to repurchase it, but I think I enjoyed it while I used it. Then I had this sample from the brand Uriage. This is the Baridame Daily Serum, which is to reinforce and strengthen. This came in like a little blister bubble thing, and I think I did quite enjoy this one. I think it's like a hyaluronic acid type serum, which I do love those kind of products. I think this was a brand where I tried 2 or 3 products from around the same time. I did have 2 little tubes of something, but they appear to have disappeared. I don't know where they've gone. I think I quite like them as well, but I think out of the 3, this one was my favourite product. Again, I have a lot of skincare at the moment, so I don't need to rush out and purchase it, but it's a brand I'd possibly look at again in the future. And then this appears to be the last kind of sachet type product in here. So I think that might be it for the pick and mix samples. This is a shampoo and conditioner duo from the brand Way, and this was for thick hair. I don't think I loved the shampoo from this one, but I did quite like the conditioner. The problem I have with trying shampoo in these sachets is there's not enough product in there. This was 10 ml of product, and I think I had to kind of get every last bit out of it to just about have enough shampoo to wash my hair. Because my hair is quite long and thick, I need quite a lot of shampoo. Probably don't, but I do like a lot of lather, so that's why I probably go in with too much. But for the conditioner, there was enough in here for me to use this about 3 or 4 times, I think, and I did quite like it. At first, I wasn't struck on the smell of it, but then it did kind of grow on me and I got used to it. I don't think I loved it enough that I would rush out to repurchase it. Plus, I do have a lot of conditioners in my collection. It takes me about 5 times the amount of time to go through a bottle of conditioner as it does shampoo. So I feel like I've got a bit of a backlog with conditioners at the moment. But it is one that I would possibly look at again in the future, because I did think that it kind of helped with my thick hair and it did make it feel nice. I just didn't love the scent, so this one is a maybe that I might repurchase. Next, I have a couple of sheet masks. The first one is from the brand, I think it's Simply When. And actually, now I think about it, I think this is another Feel Unique pick and mix sample, which was a bit of a surprise to get a full sheet mask in there, but that was one of the best months from the pick and mix samples I've had in a while now. This is the Present Perfect Firm Up Mask. If you have seen past Empties videos, there is usually a stack of sheet mask empties that I'm going through, so much so that I used to split out my sheet mask empties with my normal empties because there was that many. But literally in here there are 2 sheet mask empties, so that's how little sheet masks I've used since June, whereas I used to go through like 2 or 3 sheet masks a week. So for this one, I've said that it was a really thin mask, but it did fit really well and adhered to the skin. It has a nice fresh scent to it, which wasn't too strong, and afterwards my skin felt soft and supple, so I did really enjoy this one. I do normally give them ratings, but I don't appear to with this one, but I do remember quite liking it. Even when I get back into sheet masks again, this might be a brand I'll look at. Then I have this one from Beauty Idea Diary. This one is the Aloe Plant Soothing Mask. For this one, I've said it was a soft cotton mask. It didn't have any scent to it. It fit okay, not the best around the eyes. It did stay on really well, but it was quite tingly on some blemishes that I had, and afterwards my skin felt nice and hydrated. So another one that I quite enjoyed. I think I've tried a few from this brand and I have quite liked them, so I think they are a brand that you can usually get on the likes of YesStyle and possibly Stylevana, because it is Korean skincare, so I did enjoy this one as well. Next, I finished this micellar water from Nivea. This is the Skin Breathe Micellar Water 3-in-1 makeup remover. This seemed to take me the longest time to go through this bottle. It is only 100 ml of product, but it just seemed to last forever. This is a really nice micellar water that is effective at removing a full face of makeup and eye makeup. It didn't dry out my skin, it didn't sting my eyes or anything like that. It is definitely one I would look to purchase again in the future. Then I've got a couple of cleansing balms. The first one is from the brand Pharmacy. This is the Green Clean Cleansing Balm. This is a fantastic product. I've loved using this one so much. This to me has a really nice fresh scent to it, almost kind of like lime it reminds me of, which I don't normally like the scent of, but for some reason in this I do. This is so effective at removing makeup. It doesn't leave too much of a greasy residue on your skin, and your skin doesn't feel tight or anything like that or stripped. It is just so effective at removing the makeup and leaving your face feeling cleansed, so I have really enjoyed this. I do believe I have another mini in my collection, and I currently have the limited edition Sweet Apple scent in my Shop My Stash skincare drawer. The other cleansing balm in here is from Clinique. This is the Take the Day Off cleansing balm. I didn't love this one as much as the one from Pharmacy. It's definitely not the worst cleansing balm I've ever tried, and it is pretty effective at removing makeup. I just feel like I need to go in with a further step after this one to just remove the last little bits. And also this one leaves quite a greasy residue on the skin, so I feel like I need to remove that as well. So didn't love this one, and I don't think I'd repurchase this one. I'm much more likely to stick to the one from Pharmacy. Then I have this sachet in of a BB cream. This is the Seeker Clearing BB cream. This one is in the shade, I think it's 21. So this is a product that I did purchase a full size of from, I think, YesStyle in the shade 23, because I'd heard such good things about it, but the shade match just wasn't right for me, even though I really like the formula. The good thing with Yes Style is they do tend to send you samples with every order you make, and they do tend to be relevant to the items you've purchased. So they'll usually be from the same brand you purchased or things like that. This was the first time I'd ordered a foundation / BB cream product, and I like that they put in a sachet of a different shade. So say I ordered shade 23 and they put this sachet in of shade 21. Shade 23 is okay for me if I've got a bit of a tan, but general as an all year round shade, 21 is a much better shade match for me. I'm pretty certain I have actually gone on to repurchase this BB cream in the shade 21. I don't think I've got round to opening it yet, but I do believe this did result in me then going to purchase it because it is such a nice BB cream. I just wanted to have the two shades so I can kind of reach for it all year round if I need to. Then I have this primer from Cover FX. This is the Blurring Primer. I feel like I might have included this in my last Empties video for some reason because I'm getting a bit of deja vu. Also, when I found this, it was in the drawer kind of next to this basket. It wasn't in the basket itself, so I'm just thinking if it somehow ended up there. This is a fantastic primer. It is great at blurring and just giving you that kind of perfect base for makeup to go on. I do love the photo finish one from Smashbox because I feel like that one has a bit of hydration to it, whereas this one is just all about the blurring. I have also recently tried one from Laura Mercier, which again I think has a moisturising aspect to it. This is one I have definitely considered purchasing a full size of, but now because I've got that one from Laura Mercier and also because of the Smashbox, I'm happy using them for the time being, but it is one I would definitely consider in the future. Next we have this eye cream from Benefit. If you've seen my recent Shop My Stash skincare drawer, you will see that this technically isn't an empty because I do still have quite a lot of product in it, but it is one that has probably expired and I need to take it out of my collection. But because it's a product I love, I didn't feel fair including it with my decluttered products because I'm not decluttering it as such, I'm just getting rid of it because it's expired. I think I got this bought for me Christmas sort of 3, maybe even 4 years ago at this point, and I still have half of the product left. Obviously with eye creams, because you do only need a tiny amount, a little goes a long way and they do last a while, but I've used this to the point where I probably shouldn't have done because I noticed recently on the bottom it does have the little 6 months open thing, and yeah, I've had it open years. I've not had any adverse effects with it or anything like that in the recent times that I've used it, so I don't think it's gone off as such, but because I am using it on quite a sensitive area of my face, I'd rather not risk it. It is a fantastic eye cream and I think it is one of the best that I've tried when it comes to battling dark under eye circles. I had this in my Shop My Stash skincare drawer last month and I've noticed since I've got rid of it, this month my under eye dark circles are coming back with a vengeance. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not getting the most amount of sleep, but still, I feel like this really helped me out last month, whereas I'm really struggling and I've had to go in with quite a lot of concealer under my eyes today. So it is one that I technically should repurchase, if they even do it anymore, because Benefit have a habit of discontinuing products that I like, but I just don't need this big of a tub. This is, it's only 14.2 grams of product. So if I can perhaps pick up an even smaller size, then I will get another one of these because it is a great eye cream. But it'd just be a waste to get another product this size and not go through it in 4 years. Then I have this moisturiser from Filorga. This is the NCTF Reverse. I had a few of these from the same sort of line from Filorga and I think I did really enjoy them all. I don't think this one was my favourite. I think it was the one that had the white lid that I liked more, but it is a really nice luxurious feeling moisturiser. I did notice some anti-aging aspects from it and it just left my skin feeling really nice and revitalised and kind of supple and things. Because Filorga is quite pricey and because I do have a lot of skincare to go through, it's not one I would rush out to repurchase, but it is one I'd happily use if it crossed my path again in the future. Then I have this product from Number 7. This is the Line Correcting Booster Serum. When I first started trying this product, I absolutely loved it. I think it worked wonders on the fine lines on my forehead. The only problem with a product like this is you need to keep up using it, because once you stop using it, the lines kind of creep back. So whilst it's nice in the effects that it has, because they're not long term, I mean, obviously it's not Botox, I don't know, I just think I wanted something more long term. So it is nice, and I do already have another one of these in backup, because when I purchased this one, I did get it in, might have been a 2-for-1 deal or 2 for a certain price or something like that. So I do have another one of these in backup, I just haven't reached for it yet. So it's a nice product, it is effective, but don't expect any long-term benefits from it. Next I have this facial oil from Lumen. This was the Nordic Sea Arctic Berry Oil Cocktail, and this was a kind of biophase facial oil, and I did end up really enjoying this one. It is a really nice lightweight oil. It doesn't feel too greasy on the skin. It's an almost kind of watery consistency, so it just blends into the skin really quickly. As of late, I've kind of fell out with oils in general. I just feel like it's an extra step in my routine that I don't necessarily need. But if I did work my way through all of the oils that I currently have open and all the rest of my skincare collection, this is one I would definitely consider purchasing again in the future, because I did like how it made my skin feel. Another facial oil I have here is this mini one from True Organic Beauty. This is the Certified Organic Balancing Safflower Basil Facial Oil. I have a few from this brand and I do quite like them, but they are more on the oily side. They do leave my skin feeling nice and moisturised, but I don't absolutely love them. There are, I think, 3 different scents that I've tried, and they are all quite natural smelling, and I can't remember which one is my favourite. But again, because I'm kind of feeling like I don't need oil in my skincare routine again, they're not ones I'd repurchase. Then we have an empty of the Laura Mercier primer that I was talking about. This is the Pure Canvas Primer. Again, a blending primer like the one from Cover FX. This one has a much thinner consistency. The one from Cover FX does have that slight silicone-y feel to it, more of a skin toned primer, whereas this is just a white moisturising type one, and it is really thin, but it does soak into the skin really nicely and still manages to blur everything whilst giving it a bit of moisture as well. So I think I do prefer this one over the one from Cover FX. And I can't remember where I got this from. It might have been from Latest in Beauty, but I did pick up a second one of these because I did enjoy using it, so that is currently in my backup drawer. Then we have a toner from e.l.f. This is the Super Tone, a toner with brightening alpha hydroxy acids. I think I quite like this one. A toner, kind of like with oils, is a step that I've just been kind of taking or leaving as part of my skincare routine as of late. There is a toner that I did use last month, which was from a Korean skincare brand, which was a moisturising toner. And I did really enjoy that one, and it kind of brought me back on track with using toners. For me, from what I remember, this one was just an okay one. I think for an affordable price, it's quite a good one to try, but I don't think I would repurchase it. Then I have an eyeliner from Physicians Formula. This is the Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner and Serum. This is an okay eyeliner. I've definitely gone away from liquid liner as of late. I just can't be bothered with the step. To be honest, I can't bother with eyeliner generally. I can't remember the last time I reached for a pencil liner either. It does have a very fine tip to it. I think this one is a brush tip applicator, but I feel like I couldn't quite get the precision that I wanted with this one because the nib was quite long, so I didn't absolutely love it. I've had it in my collection for quite a few years at this point. I think I might have purchased it when I went to Canada in 2019. And whilst it's not completely dried out, the last couple of times I used it, it started skipping, and because I didn't generally love it or wasn't really reaching for this kind of product, I thought I would just put it in the empties because there probably couldn't have been much more product left in it. So yeah, didn't love it, probably wouldn't repurchase it again, but I don't know if I'll repurchase another liquid liner again anyway. Then I have a moisturiser from Tarte. This is the Drink of H2O moisturiser. This is one of my favourite moisturisers. It does have a gel consistency to it, which is my preference when it comes to moisturisers. This one is so nice and lightweight. It's one you can use day or night. I did actually use it in a trip I made in the summer to treat a bit of sunburn because I was away with me and didn't have any after sun, and this worked wonders because it did really help the bit of sunburn that I had. I think I have one if not 2 of these full sizes in backups. I just opened this one when I went on that trip. That's why I've finished this one up sooner, but it's a great product and one I really enjoy and recommend. Another gel moisturiser is this one from e.l.f. This is the Super Hydrate. This one says it's a moisturiser with hydrating squalane. Because I do like gel moisturisers, I did kind of have high hopes for this one, but I wasn't a fan of this one at all. This one wasn't a gel moisturiser, more a jelly moisturiser. So it was quite awkward to get out of the tub. I'd never get the right amount of product out. I'd feel like it'd be kind of blobby on my skin and wouldn't blend in as quickly. Yes, okay, it did hydrate my skin, but I much prefer the Tarte product over this, and there's probably other products that I like over this generally as a gel moisturiser anyway, so I wasn't a fan of this one. The next thing we have is a serum from Ole Henriksen. This is the Truth Serum, which is collagen boosted with True C Complex. I quite like this product. It does have quite a strong sort of orangey citrusy scent to it, which I wasn't the hugest fan of. It was a nice enough serum. I didn't notice any anti-aging, anything like that with it saying it had collagen in it. It was just nice and moisturising and was okay to use. Definitely wouldn't be one I'd repurchase. Then I have another serum from Balance Me. This is the Bakuchiol, which I know I'm saying completely wrong, smoothing serum. This is supposed to be an alternative to retinol, but I didn't notice any anti-aging, anything with this. I didn't really love the scent of this one either. It is also a very thin consistency, so you did have to work quite fast with it. But yeah, I didn't love this one at all and was actually quite glad to use this one up in the space of a month. Then I have a couple of these Empties from Elizabeth Arden. These are their capsules. These ones here, I believe, are the original ones, which are the Advanced Ceramide capsules. And then these ones are the Hyaluronic Acid Ceramide capsules. I've tried the original ones on a couple of occasions and I do quite like them, but the consistency of the product in the capsule is quite oily and quite greasy, so it does take quite a bit to rub in. I also feel like because of the consistency of it, the amount in the capsule, it's a little bit too much for one use, but because of them being one use capsules, it's hard to then kind of store and use it over 2 goes. So for this one, I found I'd end up rubbing it into my arms and things, so I didn't absolutely love these. For these hyaluronic acid ones, these ones were definitely a favourite. The consistency of the product within the capsule in this was so much different than the other ones I've tried in the past. It had more of a substance to it, and I do quite liken it to the serum that I love from number 7, the Protect and Perfect one. Even though that has anti-agings and this is just hyaluronic acid, I loved how this made my skin feel afterwards. It felt like an instant boost of hydration. My skin felt really nice and soft and smooth afterwards. So these are ones I would definitely consider purchasing again in the future. They are quite a pricey product and I would need to get some of my skincare collection down before I purchase them. But yeah, I would recommend these. And then speaking of that serum from number 7, which was a bit strange, this is the Protect and Perfect Advanced Serum. This is just a little travel size that I took on that recent trip that I took in the summer. It's one of my favourite all-time serums. Like I've just said, talking about the Elizabeth Arden, I love the consistency of this. I feel like it's got a bit of substance to it. It blends into the skin beautifully. It gives me a little boost of hydration, and then I do notice anti-aging from this as well. I think and hope that I have one of these in full size in backup because I do absolutely love this serum. I have a concealer from Makeup Revolution. This is the Conceal and Hydrate, and this one is in the shade C4. I do really enjoy this concealer. Again, kind of like the Benefit Eye Cream. It's a product that I technically haven't fully used up, but it's a product I really like, so it didn't feel fair to put it in the declutter. It's just kind of in here because I've come to the end of it in that it started to really leak. I've had a bit of a nightmare over the past few months with every concealer that I'm using has leaked from all different brands, and this one did as well. I'm surprised it being in the bottom in here that it hasn't leaked since it's been in here, which is obviously sod's law. But this is a really nice concealer. They do have the Conceal and Hydrate, which I think I do prefer ever so slightly over this one, but I love this shade match for me. This one is really effective with blemishes. I don't tend to use this kind of concealer under my eyes. It is just for blemishes, but I do really like this one, and it is one I probably would repurchase in the future. Obviously the leaking is a bit of an issue, same with the Conceal and Hydrate one, but yeah, it's one I would recommend. Then I have a handful of mascaras, and then that is everything. I feel like I've gone through more mascaras than this since June, but obviously not. The first one is one I think I most recently finished up, and this is from Tarte. This is their Light Camera Lashes mascara. This is one that I always seem to constantly have in my collection because I get it in gift sets or free gifts with purchase and things like that. It's an okay everyday mascara. It's never one I'd go and purchase a full size of, but whenever it crosses my path I will happily use it because it's not terrible. It does have decent wear time, and I say it does give my lashes a nice effect, but it's more of a kind of daytime one. We have this, their Real from Benefit. This is their Magnet Mascara. I didn't love this one at all. This was, again, just okay kind of everyday mascara. I think one of the times I used this, I had a bit of a reaction to it. I did have a bit of swelling in my eyes. I mean, it might be a coincidence that it was something else, but it kind of stopped me using it. I didn't love it enough that I was kind of heartbroken about that anyway, because it was just an okay mascara, so not one I'd purchase a full size of. Then we have this one from Kat Von D. This is the Go Big or Go Home mascara. This is one that I was a big fan of. I've not gone on to purchase the full size though, because I don't know if this product, as it were, is technically still available, because Kat Von D as a brand is no more. Is now, I think, KVD Beauty or KVD Vegan Beauty or something. I don't believe Kat Von D was a vegan brand, so if this brand's now vegan, they will have no doubt have to have changed the formula of this mascara. Because it's not a cheap mascara, it does put me off, and I kind of would like to try a mini of the KVD vegan whatever version of it before I purchased a full size, but if it is the same formula as this, then I will really like it. It's a shame that I can't guarantee that I'm going to get the same mascara, because this one is great. Finally, I have two from L'Oreal, one that I liked, one not so much. The one that I didn't absolutely love is this Bambi Eyes one. This one had quite a strong scent to it, and I was using this at the beginning of my pregnancy where my sense of smell was quite strong, so this one probably still does have some product left in it, but I had to stop using it because it was quite heavily scented. It was just an okay effect. I would have more said it was called Panda Eyes than Bambi Eyes, because I think this was one that worked its way down my face towards the end of the day. It didn't give me as much of an effect that I liked. Again, another okay everyday one, so not really a big fan, not one I'd repurchase. And then finally we have the Volume Mascara. This is one that I do really enjoy. Again, it does kind of have that fragrance scent to it, but I don't feel like the scent in this one is as strong as the one in the Bambi Eyes one. So I'm not a huge fan of that scent, and it would probably put me off purchasing it whilst I'm still pregnant. I'd probably wait until my sense of smell completely returns to normal. But this is a really nice mascara. Generally, I like a lengthening mascara, but trying this has made me like volumizing mascara more, because I do like the effect that it gives. It does give me volume without clumpiness. It does give me a bit of lift and also a bit of length as well. That's why I always get put off volumizing mascaras, because I hate clumpy mascaras, but this goes through the lashes really nice. It is very comparable to the Lash Paradise. There's not much difference in them. Out of those two, I'm kind of not bothered which one I would pick up. I don't think I have a backup of this in my collection, but I think I have a backup of the Lash Paradise, so obviously I'll use that one for the time being. But a really nice mascara, and one I would recommend. So that is it. My basket is empty once more. So I'm very happy to now be able to put all of these products in the bin and start again with an empty basket. So that is it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks.